Just to be in this position, to be here every day, to working with the responsibility of working for Manchester United in any form, is excites me. But to be sat here as the head coach and looking after the first team, that responsibility, it's a huge plus. So I'm kind of holding it in as a little bit as much as I can. But the excitement's there. So I know what it's about. I can feel it, and we need to go on this journey.
Ball into the box. Šeško inside the area. Šeško at the Stretford end. Manchester United take 3 points away from the game against Fulham.
And from the very first minute of the second half, there were only one team that were actually dominant, and that was Manchester United. They were by far the better team in the second half. Michael Carrick's men went in with positivity.
When Michael Carrick took over at Manchester United, he didn't come in trying to reinvent football or impress people with complicated tactical systems. Instead, he brought something the team desperately needed: structure, clarity, and confidence. He understood that this squad didn't need more complexity. It needed simplicity, discipline, and a clear identity. One of the first and most important changes he made was going back to a back four. Historically, United have always been more comfortable and more successful with a four-man defense than with a back five. Under previous systems, many players looked uncomfortable, especially in build-up and in pressing. With Carrick, the back four brought balance, aggression, and natural spacing back into the team. Out of possession, United usually set up in a 4-2 mid-block, with Bruno Fernandes and Mbeumo leading the press from the front. Behind them, the midfield and wide players stay narrow, protecting central spaces and cutting off passing lanes. Early in games, United often press man-to-man and target weaker ball-playing opponents, forcing long balls and rushed decisions. As matches go on, they tend to drop deeper, becoming more compact between the lines and making it extremely difficult for opponents to play through the middle. Because the wingers stay narrow, United move as a unit to one side of the pitch. This creates overloads near the ball and isolates players on the far side. Even when opponents try to switch play, it usually takes time, which allows United to reorganize. On the flanks, players like Diallo and Dalot often work together to create two-zone situations against dangerous wingers, limiting one-on-one opportunities and keeping control. In midfield, Casemiro and Mainu are absolutely crucial. They provide defensive balance, press key opposition players, and help protect the back line. Often, one of them will step out aggressively to disrupt someone like Declan Rice, while the other stays behind to cover. This sometimes leaves temporary space, but it breaks the opponent's rhythm and forces mistakes. Defensively, players like Dorgu and Mainu also drop deep when needed, allowing center-backs like Lisandro Martinez and Maguire to stay close together and limit space for strikers. Because of this compact structure, many teams are forced wide, and when they try to play through the middle, they often lose the ball and expose themselves to counterattacks. In possession, Carrick has been very pragmatic. United don't insist on playing out from the back at all costs. When they are under pressure, they are comfortable playing long balls into the forwards and fighting for second balls. This reduces dangerous turnovers and keeps the team higher up the pitch. When they do build up short, the structure is very clear. Casemiro and Mainu drop deep to help the center-backs. Shaw supports from the left, and when Shaw pushes forward, Casemiro usually fills his space to maintain balance. This allows players like Dorgu and Fernandes to move into central areas and overload the midfield. Dalot has become more aggressive in attack, making forward runs that allow Diallo to drift inside and potentially outnumber opposition defenders. One of the most impressive aspects of Carrick's system is how fluid it is within a clear structure. Players constantly rotate. Dorgu and Fernandes often swap positions. Fullbacks sometimes move inside. Midfielders drift wide. Wingers come into central spaces, but none of this is random. Every movement is supported. When one player leaves a zone, another fills it. That's what keeps the team stable. Transitions are a huge part of Carrick's philosophy. When United win the ball, they immediately look forward. They don't slow the game down unnecessarily. They attack space. Quick vertical passes, often through Bruno Fernandes, launch dangerous counterattacks, especially against teams that press high. When opponents leave space behind their defensive line, United are ready to exploit it with speed and precision. Bruno Fernandes is the tactical centerpiece of this system. Under Carrick, he plays higher up the pitch, closer to goal, where his creativity has maximum impact. Because the team is more secure defensively, Bruno has more freedom to take risks. And the numbers prove it. In just 2 major matches, he created 8 chances and delivered 2 assists. That is elite-level production. His positioning between the lines and his passing range make him the engine of United's attack. Mbeumo's movement between the lines has also been vital. He connects midfield and attack, plays quick combinations, and constantly offers passing options. Dorgu's development has been another major success. Originally a fullback, Carrick has transformed him into a winger, and under this system, he has already scored more goals than under previous management. His pressing, movement, and ability to cut inside fit perfectly. Mainoo, meanwhile, has re-established himself as a key player. After falling out of favor before, he returned to the starting lineup and became one of the hardest-working players on the pitch, even covering the most distance in big matches.
Coming forward, Mbeumo with a chance, 1-0 Manchester United. And Brian Mbeumo puts Manchester United 1, puts in a good cross, and Dorgu makes it 2-0. And the derby, I'm afraid, is over.
Beyond tactics, Carrick's mentality and leadership are just as important. He brings calmness, organization, and emotional control. His experience under Sir Alex Ferguson, Jose Mourinho, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is evident in the way he manages the team. From Ferguson, he learned winning standards. From Mourinho, tactical discipline. From Solskjaer, man management. Even Cristiano Ronaldo once told Carrick that he could become a great manager, and Carrick proved his authority by making difficult decisions, including benching Ronaldo when necessary. His work at Middlesbrough already showed many of these ideas. He favored a 4-2-3-1, played attacking football, emphasized fast transitions, and helped rescue the club from relegation danger, winning 14 of 17 matches at one point. Despite later struggles caused by injuries and poor recruitment, his teams always showed identity. That identity is now visible at United, and the results back it up. Against Arsenal, a team that had gone 121 matches without conceding more than 2 goals, United broke that record. They became the first team in 16 years to beat both first and second place teams consecutively. Defensively, they concede fewer big chances. Their pressing limits shot quality. Their mentality has improved dramatically. Carrick's greatest strength is his belief in simplicity. He doesn't overload players with information. He doesn't chase tactical trends. He builds strong foundations and lets talent flourish. A back four, a compact block, fast transitions, clear roles, high intensity. This is modern football done properly. Of course, he is still relatively inexperienced. He has never managed a full Premier League season as United's main coach, and long-term challenges will come. But what he has already shown is extremely promising. He has restored structure. He has rebuilt confidence. He has created identity. He has brought belief back to Manchester United. Michael Carrick is no longer just remembered as a great midfielder. He is proving himself as a serious, intelligent, and modern coach, and potentially one of the most important figures in United's future. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. I'll see you in the next one.